Hey everyone, Dragon Critic, aka Leo O'Brien. This is it, the January 2024 Q&A that I announced about 10 days ago. So, yeah, I just want to say, before I answer all the questions, I want to thank everyone for all the questions you asked. It really means a lot, actually. And just thank you so much for asking these questions. Let's begin with the questions. So, the first questions come from Benny Mazzetti. I do apologize if I pronounced the surname wrong. Uh, she asks, just seeing the trailer, posters, etc. Do you think you're going to like Kung Fu Panda 4? I do actually. So when I saw the leak trailers, I'm not going to lie, I was a little wary. I was kind of concerned. I will admit I still have concerns, but I am excited to see the movie a little bit more. I'm not going to lie, my excitement is kind of getting higher and higher because it's only 2 months away. But no, I do think it's going to be a good film. And the next question was, which is your favorite Kung Fu Panda movie? That's obvious. Two. No, I love two. One is great, three is great, but two is it deals with such a dark, mature story. The characterization for Poe is absolutely fantastic, and also the characterization for Tigress. Lord Shen, it was DreamWorks' best villain until he was surpassed by the wolf from Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish. And no, I think the second film's just fantastic. But no, I definitely think Kung Fu Panda 4 is going to be good. I'd love it for it to be the best. That's what I really want. I want it to be the best. I will admit, judging by the trailer, I would say at best it might be second best or maybe third best. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We'll find out until March, or in my country, I'll find out until March 29th. So yeah, not it's not as bad as the third movie and Puss in Boots 2's wait because we had to wait 2 months for them. Do you like more Typo or other ships from the Kung Fu Panda franchise? I think my main Kung Fu Panda ship is Typo, Poe and Tigress. I think there is some interesting ships. I know Crane and Viper is a popular one. I think it's nice. I can see the appeal, but I think Poe and Tigress, like ever since the second film, obviously in the first movie, Tigress kind of hated Poe, but she grew to respect him. And in the second film, you saw the relationship grow. You really felt that you really saw that Tigress really cared about Poe, and Poe really cared about Tigress. And in the third movie, one of the best aspects of Kung Fu Panda 3 was how it continued to develop their relationship. You saw that Tigress was wanting to help Poe, trying to warn him how powerful and how dangerous Kai is. And I think they had great chemistry in all three films. I'm hoping we get something with them in Kung Fu Panda 4. That's my main hope. Yeah. Thank you so much for the questions. LBT Electric Dino Online asks, have you seen Power Rangers Cosmic Fury? I have not seen it, but I've heard mixed things. Are you shocked that Hasbro is doing a Power Rangers reboot? I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna do with it. I kind of hope that they just don't cash in on the OG Mighty Morphin, but I don't know. Like we'll just have to wait and see what that's like. Um, do you think Hayam Saban, the owner of Power Rangers franchise, is a cheap and bully to many Power Ranger actors in real life? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know much about the guy. I've heard there's some conflicts that could go on behind the scenes, but I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know how to answer that. I feel that's quite a tricky question to answer. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't know. It's just I don't know how to answer that. It's tricky. That's what I need to think about. Do you know that Saban relies too much on Sentai footage for Power Rangers Samurai and Power Rangers Megaforce? I think a lot of Power Ranger stuff relied on Sentai footage. Let's be real. Like Dino Thunder, for example, the fight with Connor and Trent in the quarry. A lot of that, while it had original footage, was also Sentai footage. But also, I think as well, um, with the White Ranger clone, they used that because they had so much Abre Killer footage from the Sentai Abba Ranger. So I don't know. I feel like yeah, sometimes Power Rangers could rely a little too much on Sentai footage, but excuse me, I think a lot of that comes down to the budget. Because I remember with Mystic Force, they use a lot of Sentai footage, if I'm correct, because the budget was cut down. So yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the production of the series. Because SPD and RPM had a lot of original footage. Even Jungle Fury. Jungle Fury had a good chunk of original footage, especially with the Spirit Rangers. Out of all the dinosaur themed Power Ranger shows, which is your favorite? That's easy. Dino Thunder. Have you seen the Disney Channel series The American Dragon Jake Long? I actually never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't. The name does not ring a bell. That's just being honest. I've never heard of it, so no comment. I can't judge. Do you know that Dino Thunder is turning 20 years old this year? Yes, I do, and oh, it's an anniversary I'm very excited about. I have three special videos planned out for Dino Thunder in February, the 20th anniversary. So I'm quite excited to start working on them. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, do you know this YouTuber called the Movie Universe or Movie Fan because he does a lot of Power Ranger videos? The name sounds familiar. I might have to check him out. Do you know that the actor who played the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Charge has a YouTube channel? Brennan Maja is his name. Yeah, I think I've seen one of his videos. I think I came across them, but it was probably during like 2020 or something. I can't remember, but I think I've come across him. When I say come across him, I mean his YouTube channel. But I know that Brennan Maja, I do apologize again if I said his name wrong. I know he's the guy that played the Dino Charge Red Ranger. Tyler, I think is his name. I haven't seen Dino Charge, so I don't know much. I know a little bit, but I don't know a whole lot because I've never watched it. Um, During the summer, are you going to join my live streams? I will. I have to. I definitely will join one of your live streams in the future. I know I've been. I know I haven't done that, and I promised a while ago I would. But I'll definitely try my best to join a live stream of yours. And hey, hopefully even before the summer. Just let me know what time, and when it's going to happen, and I'll try see if I can join. How's college going with you? It's ups and downs. I'll be real. There is some positives and there is some negatives. Not gonna lie, but it's mostly good. 50-50. I'll be fair. I'll be fair. I'll be fair there. No, it's just I don't know. It started off really good, and then I don't know. It could just be me, but just something about it. I don't know. I don't know. Something about it just doesn't click with me. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. um, have you seen the TV show Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Assemble, and Ultimate Spider Man? I think I might have seen Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like only clips of it. I've seen bits of Assemble, and I've seen one or two. No, actually, I have seen Ultimate Spider Man. Disney XD used to be on. Yeah, I used to watch it. From what I remember, it was okay. I probably have to watch that again. Thank you so much for the questions. Um, Fantasy Dragons Art. Um, the questions are: what video are you most proud of in your channel? Oh, that's a good one. I think over the recent years, I'm quite proud of my Spider-Verse 2 review, my Puss in Boots 2 review. I'm trying to think. My Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer reaction. I'm actually quite proud of my Nine Realms review. I actually felt like I really explained in the beginning how much How to Train Your Dragon means to me, and how much I love the franchise. But I also feel I was proud of myself on how I explained my thoughts on the Nine Realms. While I don't think the Nine Realms was amazing, I did like it. I did think it had a lot of merit to it, but it definitely wasn't great. But I personally thought it was decent. So it's a good question. But I think my most proud video, for now, I think I might say the Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer reaction. I think that might be it. Excuse me. Do you think you'll be doing YouTube for a while? Yeah. Just keep going and see what happens. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? Well, really, it was like as a kid when I watched multiple YouTubers such as the Asian Guy Gamer when I was when Skylanders was around, and Anima. You know, I came across him in 2015, and obviously the Nostalgia Critic, Lego Fan 506 even because I used to watch a few of his videos on Kung Fu Panda, and sadly his channel isn't around anymore, which is a massive shame. But no, there's a good few YouTubers that really inspired me. And I honestly do love making YouTube videos. I really do. I love making movie reviews and just videos in general. It's kind of it's part of who I am. I know that probably sounded corny, but I don't know. I have a bit of a passion for making videos, and I'm obviously got a huge passion for film as well. And yeah, no, I have to say I definitely love doing YouTube, and it was just watching people really made me inspired to do YouTube. What's an underrated movie that you'd recommend that isn't well known? Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole. Okay, apart from that, oh, it's a good question. Jesus, trying to think. You know what? I'm actually now I wouldn't say it's not well known, but I probably would actually recommend Wish. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually really liked Wish. I know it's very mixed. A lot of people didn't like it at all, but me, I really liked it. I actually thought Wish was really good. Uh, excuse me, I actually liked it more when I saw it again with Dara Doherty in Odeon Charlestown back in December, and I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Oh God, I do need to think about that. That is a good question that I do need to think of. That's a very good question. Excuse me. What's your most rewatched movie? I'd say definitely the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, the Kung Fu Panda movies, Shrek 2, Puss in Boots 2, the Spider-Man movies, Legend of the Guardians. Well, I haven't watched Legend of the Guardians in a couple of years now. Haven't watched it since 2020. But I'd probably say that's probably it. Yeah, I'd probably say the ones I'd go back to a lot because I haven't gone back to the Alza Gahul in quite a long time. Actually, I'll get back to it probably. I'll probably watch it again during the summer. Um, but no, I think like Spider Man, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek 2, Puss in Boots 2, and Legend of the Guardians. They're obviously my favorite movies of all time. But the other films I would say are my most rewatched films in general. But I do need to rewatch the Alza Gahul again. I just haven't watched it for a couple of years now. Um, how do you feel about the live action How to Train Your Dragon so far? Again, I definitely don't think it's necessary. I completely agree with that. They should not be making it. But I'm intrigued to see it because I think there's potential. I think there's lots of amazing scenes from the animated trilogy that would be fantastic in live action that I'd love to see in the medium of live action. And I think though it is going to be interesting, I feel, to see how the film turns out because we got Jared Butler playing Stoic again. I'm intrigued to see how that goes. Dean DeBloy is obviously directing it, and John Powell is doing the music. Now I know a lot of people aren't particularly happy about the casting choices, and fair enough. But for me, I'm just gonna wait and see. It could be bad, it could be good, it could be fantastic, it could be the best film ever made, or it could even be the worst movie ever made. But I'm intrigued to see what it's like and how it's gonna turn out. We'll find out what it's like in June 2025. So I'm curious to see what the live action How to Train Your Dragon is going to be like. I'm just intrigued. I'm not going to say I'm hyped, but just intrigued to see what it's going to be like. Charlie Letters asks, so thank you for the questions. Charlie Letters asks, favorite film of every year you've been alive? Okay, 2004, Shrek 2, 2005, probably Madagascar, 2006, Flushed Away, 2007, Spider-Man 3, 2008, Kung Fu Panda, 2009, Fantastic Mr. Fox, actually. I think I haven't seen Up in a couple of years, so I need to think about that. 2010, Legend of the Guardians, 2011, Kung Fu Panda 2, 2012, Rise of the Guardians. 2013, probably Despicable Me 2. 2014, How to Train Your Dragon 2. 2015. Probably the Peanuts movie or Inside Out. Need to think about that. As I haven't seen them in a couple of years, and I'll probably rewatch Inside Out to prepare for Inside Out 2. 2016. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Kubo and the Two Strings. Not gonna lie. 2017. I definitely it's a tie with Spider-Man: Homecoming and Cars 3. I think that I would say Coco, but Coco came out for me in 2018. So yeah, 2018, Spider-Verse 1, definitely. 2019, How to Train Your Dragon 3. 2020, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life. 2021, Spider-Man No Way Home. 2022, you know what? I'm actually going to say another one. A tie with Sonic 2 and The Bad Guys. And 2023, Puss in Boots 2. Yeah, no, again, Puss in Boots 2 came out 2023 over here in Ireland, so that's why I consider it a 2023 film. But if it wasn't for Puss in Boots 2, I would definitely say Spider-Verse 2. So yeah, no, it's a very good question actually, I have to say. It's very interesting question to ask, I feel. If you could bring to life one video game to get its own live action film or TV show, what would it be? Oh, now that is a good question. I've actually only played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I actually think the Legend of Zelda franchise would look really cool in live action. I think there's a lot of potential you can do with the world of Zelda in live action. I think that'd be pretty cool. Excuse me, best ever fan cast of any superhero. It's a bit of a tricky question. I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. What superhero or villain do you want to see in live action? I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see Miguel O'Hara in live action. Now I know he's not really a villain in Spider-Verse 2, but I am intrigued. I am intrigued to see how that character is taken in the third film, but I think Miguel O'Hara is a character I would love to see in live action. And I think as for superhero, um oh, that's a good question. You know what? Hiro Hamada. Yeah, I'd like to see how that character is taken in the live action medium. That'd be kind of cool. Favorite live action movie franchise? Spider-Man. Favorite movie poster? Um, Probably the How to Train Your Dragon 3 poster. Probably. I need to think about that. There's a lot of really good movie posters that I absolutely love. Your most anticipated film from next year? For 2025. Um, don't know. I don't know. I need to think about that. That's a good one. Thank you so much for the questions, though. Next up, Evan Ups. Thoughts on the live action How to Train Your Dragon remake? Like I said earlier, I'm intrigued to see. I'm just going to give it a chance and see what it's like. Will you review the Pirates of the Caribbean series? Excuse me. Yeah, don't see why not. Possibly in the future, someday I'll get around to watching those movies. Yeah. Are you still a Skylanders fan? Absolutely, of course I am. Always have been, always will be. Do you build Lego? It's been a while since I built a Lego set. So yes and no. It's been a good few years now since I actually properly built a Lego set. But I would love to build one again someday. I think that'd be a bit of fun. What are your thoughts on Star Wars a few years after reviewing? Yeah, still good films for the most part. Obviously the original trilogy I actually think is good. I do need to rewatch Return of the Jedi again because I wasn't a big fan of it when I first watched it, but maybe looking back, I might say, it's good. It was fun. Just need to rewatch that at some point. The sequel trilogy, I liked Force Awakens, but the next two, especially Rise of Skywalker, which was a mess. Um, yeah, not the greatest. The first two prequels were terrible, I thought, but the last prequel I actually really enjoyed. So yeah, for the most part, I would say there's 5 Star Wars movies that I liked, and I Rogue One and Han's A Solo Story. Oh my god, that's probably not the title. Oh my god, apologies. I completely forgot the name of the Han Solo story film. Apologies, it just slipped out of my mind. But that one wasn't too bad. I do need to rewatch some of those movies again though, and I feel terrible that I completely forgot one of the names. Oh my god, I feel so stupid right now. Oh my god. Um, is the MCU still good? I think the MCU is just becoming played out now, and it's starting to lose its specialty. The Marvels I thought was okay, but not. It was too rushed. I think if it was paced better, I actually probably would have said I liked it. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was great, and I am intrigued to see Deadpool 3. I'm hoping that one's good. Um, how do you feel about the decline of physical media? Well, it sucks. Simple. It's shit. Yeah, no, I love physical media. Again, I love picking up Blu-rays. I love picking up DVDs. I love to have the box. I love to have the cover. I love to have the disc. I love to have the disc artwork. And I love, love the bonus features. The bonus features. I love bonus features. That's a fact. That's something you should know about me. I love bonus features. Bonus features just, they always make me happy. Okay, why am I whispering? Okay, that's just stupid, but I love bonus features. Like, holy shit, I love bonus features. Excuse me. Is animation or live action better? I personally prefer animation. I think there's more creativity with animation. So, yeah. But still, live action, still a good medium. For someone watching How to Train Your Dragon for the first time, should they watch all the shows and shorts or just the trilogy? I would say yes. I do believe that if someone was going into the franchise for the first time, I definitely believe they should watch from the first film, the first three shorts, Riders and Defenders of Berk, Dawn of the Dragon Racers, Race to the Edge, the two sequels, and Homecoming. I think it's a beautiful franchise to really get into. Now, obviously, I know everyone that will watch it won't get into it, but I think, yeah, I definitely think if you're watching How to Train Your Dragon for the first time, I definitely think people should watch the entire saga and I think the story clicks better. But even then, like the trilogy is still beautiful on its own too. Um, yeah. Do you think Ninjago got worse? I haven't seen Ninjago since season 10. I believed when I watched it, because I haven't seen Ninjago in a while, I did believe that Ninjago did get better and better. Except I wasn't too big of a fan of season 6. But again, I actually did come across one or two episodes of one of the newer seasons, and I wasn't really that big of a fan of it, to be completely honest. So yeah, thank you for the questions. Kayla Uston asks, "My God, the name actually does sound familiar. I'm not gonna lie." They ask, "Can you play any instruments? And if not, are there any instruments you're interested in learning?" I'd actually would like to learn how to play the guitar. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Favorite band? I don't really have a favorite band, but my favorite singer is Owl City. Favorite video game? Skylanders. Least favorite video game? You know what? I think I would probably have to say. Oh, that's a good. Probably the Troll Hunters game. I didn't dislike it, but it was too short. Like I literally completed it in 2 days. Like literally 2 days, I completed it, and yeah, so it wasn't the best experience of a game for me. But yeah, does pineapple belong on pizza? For me, as someone who only eats margarita pizza, no. But that's just me. That's just me. Thoughts on Oppenheimer? I haven't seen it, but I probably should watch it at some point. Yeah, I'll have to watch that at some point. It's on the list. Why do you refuse to watch horror movies? And if you had to watch and review 5 horror movies, what would you pick? Well, I don't know. As for why I would refuse, again, I'm not trying to say I hate the horror genre. I don't, and I'm not trying to say horror is a bad genre because I can't. But I personally just not able to sit through a horror movie. I don't know. I just not able for them. That's just, I don't know why. It's just, I'm just not able for them. I know I may sound like a bit of a wimp, but I just, I just, I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to watch a horror film. But again, maybe in a few years we'll see. But I just personally, I just wouldn't be able to watch a horror movie. But that's just me. Again, maybe we'll see in the future. Thanks for the questions. Next question comes from Andrea Drabic. Um, they ask, favorite Legends of Awesomeness episode. The first five, I really like that episode. I just love how we get to meet the first Furious Five, the Furious Five before the current one. I thought that was fantastic, and I think the storyline of that episode was great. The climax was perfect. The dynamics were absolutely fantastic. It was just so awesome seeing everyone working together. I think it was the peak of Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness. That was the peak of the Kung Fu Panda shows, I think. Favorite Kung Fu Panda villain? Definitely Lord Shen. Lord Shen, he has such a personal dynamic with Po. He has great chemistry with Po. He really messes with his head. And I'm so excited to see what they do with the chameleon. I have a great feeling she's going to be a great villain. Are you going to see my Kung Fu Panda plush recap? Don't see why not. Sure, I'll check it out. Thank you for the question. Danielle Dania Alashrath. Apologies if I said the name wrong. Hey Lee, love your videos. Thank you so much. I have some questions for you. Favorite Fast and Furious movie? I've actually never seen any of them. Yeah, crazy, I know, but I've just never watched any of them. I'll probably have to watch one. I'll probably have to watch them at some point. Are you excited for Deadpool 3? Yeah, actually, I'm pretty intrigued to see what Deadpool 3 is going to be like. And I do like both the first two Deadpools. So yeah, I'll definitely go see Deadpool 3. I'm actually pretty excited to see what that's like. Opinion on Batman v Superman. Pretty terrible. Yeah, pretty didn't like it. I honestly hated it. I thought it was crap. Um, Best MCU movie in your opinion? Spider-Man No Way Home. But if I wasn't a Spider-Man fan, I'd probably say either Avengers Endgame or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Thank you so much for the questions. Movie Man asks, have you seen my movie list videos? Yes, they're very good videos. I apologize I didn't comment on them. I just didn't get a chance to post a comment. But they are good videos and you should be proud. They're very good. How is college going? Um Ups and downs. No, I don't know what it is. There's just something about college. I don't know. There's something about it that just kind of annoys me. It's weird. I can't put my finger on it. There's just something about college that just doesn't suit with me. It's just weird. It's so hard to explain. It's oh my god. It's hard. It's so hard. What films are you planning to see this year outside of the obvious ones? Well, to be honest, come to think of it, I'm considering seeing Migration in the cinema. I think it looks charming, cute. It's something to see in the cinema. And really, I'll just have to wait and see. That's all I can do really with films this year. Just wait and see what comes out, and go see it. I'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see, my friend. Thank you for the questions. Sean Cirque asks, actually, this is a guy I know from college. I only met him recently, actually. He's lovely. He's actually a very, very nice guy. He's real genuine. He's real down to earth. He's very, very nice. He asks, which version of Kung Fu Fighting do you think is better? The original version or the version from the first Kung Fu Panda? I actually prefer the one from Kung Fu Panda. I like the original, but this is going to sound terrifying. This is going to sound weird. When I was a kid, the beginning of the Carl Douglas one, the way it goes, oh ho ho ho, that used to scare the shit out of me as a child. And it still does. I don't know. There's something about the beginning of the original version that just haunts me. It's probably because it just kind of starts in the middle of nowhere. No, sorry, not the middle of nowhere. It just comes out of nowhere. It's just like, oh my god, like it has that creepy effect to it. I don't know why I find it scary, but it's like again, it's a cool part. It gives me chills, but it just, oh my god, like that was completely out of nowhere. Yeah, but that's just me. It's a great song, the original Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas. It's fantastic. It's it's brilliant. Just personally, I like the ones from the Kung Fu Panda, well, Kung Fu Panda 1 and 3, a bit more. I just think they have better lyrics, personally, and I just find them more catchy. It could just be me being biased, but even from a non-biased perspective, if I wasn't a Kung Fu Panda fan, I actually would say I do like those versions better. I don't know, they click with me more, I feel. Thank you for the question. Dara Doherty asks, one of my great friends, absolutely amazing guy, asks, what excites you the most about Kung Fu? I mean, what excites you most about the Chameleon? I think her personality. Actually, I'm really intrigued to see. She seems like a female version of Lord Shen, but a different dynamic and a different person, like different goal and motivation and plan. And I think that's going to be really cool to see. And obviously, shape shifting into Tai Long, previous villains, and probably going to shapeshift into nearly every bad guy in the Kung Fu Panda franchise. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see the Chameleon. Like, she has so much potential to be the best villain in Kung Fu Panda. I think she's gonna be fantastic. Top three most anticipated of 2024. Excuse me. I think I'd say, apart from Panda, because I'm still concerned, I would say excuse me. I would say Sonic 3, Inside Out 2, and Deadpool 3. Okay. Thoughts on the live action How to Train Your Dragon? Like I said earlier, I'm just gonna give it a chance and we'll just see how it turns out. Thank you so much for the questions. IDK Anime 8 asks, another good guy I do talk to actually. Would you like to see a spin-off about the Furious Five? At this point, I think the Furious Five do at least deserve something. They do deserve some sort of spin-off show. I know like Kung Fu Panda wouldn't be the same without having Poe in there, but it's not the same without the five in Paws of Destiny or the Dragon Knight either. So fair is fair, honestly. I'd say, yeah, you can make a show about the Furious Five. You can do a prequel. It'd be cool if they went with Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6 and they were just two Furious Five focused films. That'd be fantastic. That'd be a great way actually. I think that'd be the proper way to continue Kung Fu Panda after the fourth film. But yeah, no, that's a good. Yeah, I think the Furious Five they deserve something. What other underrated movies do you think deserve a sequel? Apart from the Al Ghul, that's tricky to say. I do need to think about that. Probably Rise of the Guardians. Actually, that deserved a trilogy. What plans do you have after finishing college? The my college course is actually 1 year, and I'm going to work. Yes, I'm going to try get a job. I'm still looking for a part-time job for the weekend, and yeah, I'm gonna work next year. After college, I will be working. Yeah, so hopefully all goes well. Thank you. Movie Blaze asks most anticipated films of Kung Fu Panda of 2024. Sorry. Um, Kung Fu Panda 4. Concerned but kind of excited. Inside Out 2, Sonic 3, Deadpool 3. They're the ones that appeal to me the most. Excited for Kung Fu Panda 4. What concerns do you have? I'm just concerned about the Furious 5. And just, I know they're in it, but I'm still just concerned, especially Tigress. She's my favorite character. She means, like, the character of Tigress just means so much to me. And I'd be so heartbroken if Tigress just isn't that good in the film. Like, I know she'll be great, but I really hope that they don't mess up the Furious Five. I don't want them getting the same. I don't want them getting like crap treatment. They deserve to be part of it, and they're fantastic characters. Poe has fantastic chemistry with them, and if it was me writing the story, I would have had the Furious Five go with Poe and Zen on the quest. But that's just me. I would have done that easily. It should have been the Furious Five go with Poe and Zen. But hey, there's a possibility the Furious Five could have a B plot or a C plot. We're just gonna wait and see. But I do think DreamWorks is keeping something a secret about the Furious Five. Um, do you believe superhero fatigue? Yes or no? I think really it's just like with a lot of superhero movies now. A lot of them just haven't been that good. Like the Marvels was just okay. The Flash was terrible. Ant-Man 3 was very mixed. Guardians 3 was excellent. I think really it just like it depends on a lot of superhero movies. I think it just depends on what you're trying to tell. What story do you want to tell? And I think they definitely. I think it's just um a lot of them just they need to up the quality. I feel. I think that's probably the problem. It's just a lot of them just haven't been very good. I feel. Favorite and least favorite MCU movie. Favorite No Way Home. Least favorite Thor: The Dark World. Hate that one. Least favorite Pixar and DreamWorks movie. My least favorite DreamWorks movie is The Boss Baby. Oh Jesus, it's terrible. It's oh god, it's horrible. My least favorite Pixar film is Brave. Yeah, don't really like Brave. Granted, I haven't seen it in a long time now, but I don't really like it. Yeah, that's just me though. Um, what do you think about the term animation in cinema? I think it's absolutely true. I think animation is a wonderful medium, and I dare say, this could be just me, but I like to think that animation is getting more respect now, which is great. But yeah, no, animation's a wonderful medium. It definitely is cinema. Favorite Eddie Murphy movie? My favorite Eddie Murphy movie has to be Meet Dave. Now I know a lot of people would probably expect me to say Shrek 2, but don't forget Shrek 2 is mainly a Mike Myers movie. But Meet Dave is I really like. I find Meet Dave to be hilarious. Will you ever consider doing a ranking video? In the future, we'll wait and see. But I have considered a DreamWorks ranking, and we'll see if we'll see how it turns out. What makes How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda good movies in your book? I think it's the storytelling, the way they balance such mature themes, emotional moments, comedic moments, dark moments, some great action, amazing characterization. Kung Fu Panda, I do think has much better villains, but I think How to Train Your Dragon just has a beautiful meaning of life storyline to it. But Kung Fu Panda is like obviously fantastic as well. Like so much great stuff to appreciate about both franchises. But yeah, no, I think it's mainly just like they're so well balanced. I think. Thoughts on Despicable Me, and are you excited for number four? I don't know. I suppose I'm curious to see the fourth one, even though I don't think it's necessary. But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't like Despicable Me 3. I really liked Despicable Me 1 and 2. And I did like Minions 1 and I did like Minions 2. But Minions 2 just said to me that they ran out of ideas with Despicable Me. And yeah, I think they ran out of ideas. I think, but we'll wait and see what number four does. Maybe it could be just as good as the first two. We'll wait and see. Thank you for the questions. Excuse me. Leah, the animation fan asks, what are you most looking forward to this year? Um, Probably say Kung Fu Panda 4, Inside Out 2, Sonic 3, and Deadpool 3. Yeah, and also I'm looking forward to Comic Con. I can't wait for that. Do you ever plan to travel to the United States? I'd love to actually. I'd love to go to um America someday. I think that'd be a great experience because my brother is actually in America doing his football scholarship and he's having an amazing time. And while I do miss him, I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for my older brother that he's, you know, he's following his dream pretty much, and that's why I'm happy for him. I miss him, yes, and I do miss him a lot, but I'm happy for him, and I also have accepted that his life is changing and it's going in a very good direction. So I'm very happy for my older brother. But thank you for the questions, Leah. I'd love to go to America. I think that'd be a great experience. Con BFB asks, thank you for the question, by the way, Leah. Con, Con BFB asks, will you ever do any studio rankings? I'm considering a DreamWorks ranking, and we'll wait and see if I get around to doing it. We shall wait and see. Least favorite movie character? Uh, Probably anyone from The Boss Baby. Okay, I need to think about that, but I don't like a lot of the characters, and I don't like any of the characters in The Boss Baby, to be honest. I'm trying to think. Don't like the character Morbius in the Morbius film. That was just terrible. Um, trying to think. Uh, oh Jesus, that's a good question. I need to think about like movie characters that I can't stand. I couldn't stand the villain in oh, trying to think. I can't, what? Oh my God, this is not like me. To oh, Candy Cane Lane. My God, I completely forgot the name. I couldn't stand the villain in that. My God, the villain in that was terrible. Oh, that was another villain that annoyed me. That was just a character I could not stand. What's the best Skylanders game? It's Giants, by the way. I like the attitude. I actually really liked Imaginators. I just felt like Imaginators had everything in it and had every character in there. I felt like when I say every character, I mean the NPCs, the characters who I had attachment to since the previous games. Because while my reason why I don't like Swap Force as much was because Callie and Hugo aren't there, and that disappointed me. And yeah, because like I actually did have a bit of a fictional crush on Callie. Not gonna lie, when I was a kid, so pretty much I was quite upset that she wasn't in Swap Force at the time. That's why I enjoyed the 3DS version of Swap Force more, because actually it was pretty much about rescuing Callie from Count Moneybone, which I thought was awesome. But yeah, no, like I love the character of Callie, and I love the character of Hugo too. They were great characters, I felt. But I love Flynn too. Flynn is fantastic, but yeah, no. I just didn't like Swap Force as much. But I like Imaginators the most. But I do love Trap Team as well. And I adore Spyro's Adventure. Spyro's Adventure, that one's a classic. But Giants is fantastic. Can't go wrong with that one. Giants is fantastic. That was peak. That was peak. That was a great game. Thank you for the questions. Mark Galloway, Lego Fan 506 actually, asks, do you think DreamWorks has missed opportunities with Kung Fu Panda franchise since the second film? I do. Yeah, I think while the third film doesn't reach its full potential, I honestly think like as well, with Paws of Destiny and the Dragon Knight, that now they're useless. They're not canon anymore. And I feel like now they could have been shows that could have been really good, but actually could have had meaning to them. And while they're good, don't get me wrong, they're disappointing, I feel. And yeah, I do think DreamWorks has had missed opportunities with Kung Fu Panda. That's why I prefer How to Train Your Dragon. Like yeah, oh Jesus, Kung Fu Panda has a lot of missed opportunities. Kung Fu Panda 2 was just, it's fantastic. It's one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. Yeah, nah, I agree. I definitely think Kung Fu Panda has had a lot missed opportunities since Kung Fu Panda 2. Absolutely. Um, excuse me. Yeah. Although, even though you're not a fan of the Venom movies, will you see the third movie? Yes. I'm kind of intrigued to see Venom 3. Kind of intrigued to see what that's going to be like. Um, do you wish Tommy Oliver remained the Green Ranger for a bit longer, and then introduced the White Ranger? Okay. I think he was the Green Ranger for enough in the OG. I think maybe he could have been kept as the Green Ranger a bit longer, but I personally think his evil arc should have been a little longer. A bit like Trent, where you have your special to introduce the character of the evil Power Ranger, but have episodes where the evil Power Ranger is obviously not like the main focus, but like have him in the background and he's still fighting the Rangers. Like Trent, you had the 3-part special introduced him, and you had an episode following up with the consequences that Trent had to face when Connor, Kira, and Ethan found out that he was the evil White Ranger, and then you obviously had him, trying to go on, trying to escape, and then he ends up being full on corrupted by the gem, and starts becoming just full evil, and then he kind of goes against Zeltrax. I kind of think Tommy Oliver's arc should have been like that. But I did like Tommy Oliver as the Green Ranger. But yeah, I think so. I think he could have been the Green Ranger a little longer. Although this is very uncertain, would you like to see? Oh, sorry. What would you like to see in TASM 3 and Spider-Man 4 if they ever get confirmed? I think I'd like to see TASM 3 take place before No Way Home. I'd love to see Andrew Garfield go against Mr. Fierce, Harry Osborn, Doc Ock, even continue off the fight with him and the Rhino. You can show the Vulture. Well, it depends on what they're doing with the Sony universe. But no, I think I'd love to see the aftermath of TASM 2 in TASM 3. And that's why I'd like to see it get made, but we'll just have to wait and see. As for Spider-Man 4, I'd love to see more of the relationship of Peter and Mary Jane. And I actually think having it set after No Way Home would be perfect. Because it's been so long now since Spider-Man 3. And I think that'd be a very nice decision to have Spider-Man 4 set such a long time after. I think that was I adored Toby's characterization in No Way Home. It was the right direction to take his character, and yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. How would you feel about a crossover with Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Spider Man? Yeah, I'd probably watch it. I think it could be interesting. It'd be an interesting to see what the direction would be like. What role do you hope for Tigress in Kung Fu Panda 4? I hope we at least get a hug with her and Poe. I think what I would love to see if the Furious Five are off on their own mission, I'd love to see more of Tigress's leadership. Kind of what you got in How to Train Your Dragon 2 with Astrid and the gang. You kind of got to see a bit of Astrid as a leader, and that was kind of cool. But I'd love to see Tigress' leadership skills. I think that'd be really good characterization, and it kind of shows an independent side of Tigress, which would be very cool. Um, Favorite Red Ranger, Connor. Favorite Yellow Ranger, Kira. Favorite Blue Ranger, Ethan. Favorite Pink Ranger, Jen. Favorite Green Ranger, Kem. Yeah, I like Kem from Ninja Storm a lot. Favorite White Ranger, Trent. Favorite Sixth Ranger, Trent. But Sixth Ranger. Okay, if you're talking about just like a normal White Ranger that isn't a Sixth Ranger, excuse me. I think I'd say my favorite White Ranger that isn't a Sixth Ranger was probably Alyssa from Wild Force, maybe. But my favorite Sixth Ranger is definitely Trent. Oh yeah, now Trent, he is a fantastic character. Like his arc is brilliant. Do you hope for the final Spider-Verse to top all the Spider-Man movies if it lives up to everything? I think it has potential to be the best of the bunch because my favorite right now is a toss-up with No Way Home and Spider-Verse 2. I'm debating which one I like more. But I think Spider-Verse 3 has a lot of potential to be the best of the bunch. I think we're in for a treat with that one. That's, I think, is going to be the big surprise. Thoughts on the Power Rangers in Space crossover with TMNT? I liked it. I thought it was funny. It was cheesy, but it was entertaining, I thought. What do you hope for the sequels in Ladybug and Cat Noir? I'm actually intrigued to see what they're like. I will have to check out the TV show at some point because I haven't seen it, but yeah, I'm intrigued to see what the franchise is going to be like in the future. Um, right. Thank you so much for the questions. You guys are absolutely amazing for asking all of these questions. Like again, thank you so much. Um, yeah, a lot of people have asked about the live action How to Train Your Dragon. But yeah, no, I mean I'm gonna give it a chance. But again, thank you all so much. Like, all right, we've got a few more questions, then we're done. And holy crap, this is probably the longest Q&A I've ever done. Holy shit. Zio Ranger UK asks, have you ever rewatched a movie that you previously liked and found out that you don't like it anymore? It's hard to name off the top of my head, but I'd probably say Astro Boy because I remember loving Astro Boy when I saw it in the cinema, and then when I rewatched it again, now it was a couple of years now since I rewatched it, but I didn't really like it. I think, oh God, it's a good question. I need to think about that. Movies that got worse for me. Um, Kung Fu Panda 3 I don't know what, I don't know. I think it's just my concerns for Panda 4 making me like number 3 less, but I still love number 3. It's still a great movie. But I need to think about that. Movies that I don't like anymore that I used to like. I need to think about that. Thank you for the question. Final comment of questions comes from Kevin Lockhart. Thank you so much. Are you interested in watching more R-rated content? For example, will you watch and review The Boys, Invincible, and Has Been No Hotel, and movies like Sausage Party Fix and the Ted movies? I love Ted. Ted, I love. I'm not a big fan of Ted 2, but I love Ted 1. Ted 1's fantastic. I think yeah, I definitely believe I should branch out more, and I do try branching out. Like, I remember I actually remember when I turned 18, I actually watched The Wolf of Wall Street for the first time, and I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, I'll definitely try branch out to some more R-rated content in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. Um, as for the boys in the Invincible, um, maybe we'll see. Hazbin Hotel actually does seem interesting. I've heard a lot about that. As for Fixed and Sausage Party, it's weird. I haven't seen Fixed and I haven't seen Sausage Party. I do plan to watch it. I'm just curious to see what it's going to be like. Um, that's a film that I'll definitely have to check out at some point. I just feel I have an urge to watch it for some reason. Okay, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for the question, Kevin. And thank you all so much for the questions. It really means a lot. And we are literally 50 minutes. Wow, that is long. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you all so much, everyone. It really means a lot. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for asking me the questions. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. So, yeah, take care, everyone. Stay tuned for the next video. And until then, skadoosh, everyone, and take care.